part of this show.
Family Friends, episode 68. Mark.
Hey guys, welcome back to Family Friends. My name is Tina Lamas, and I love doing this show. This show is about family. It's about friendship. It's about, can two people's schedules really work? Not really. Not really. They don't. And that's okay. Schedules don't always align, and what's more, they don't have to, technically, because you can always find a friend who's willing to fill in. Today, Rooster told me he couldn't come by and do the show. I said, why not? He goes, I gotta get CPR certified again. I was like, what? What happened? Like, he said he got stripped of it. He said he got stripped of it because someone, he was in a restaurant, someone needed CPR and he didn't administer. And then the person, thank God, wasn't really needing CPR. They were there as a test. And they said, you just got stripped of your certification. Because what good is being CPR certified if you're not willing to step up to the plate and administer that, right? So you can get stripped. So just know, if you're saying you're CPR certified, be ready to prove it. So he had to go and get that redone because you need that to be part of the community. So today, I have a very special guest joining the podcast. Please welcome to the podcast my family friend, Cylesdale Evergreen.
What's up, team?
Clydesdale.
How you doing, bro?
So good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man. Yeah, I've been trying to get Rooster to step up to the plate for literally years, but he just won't do it, man. Just won't do it.
Like on the team?
Exactly.
You want him on the team?
Yeah. Well, I had him on the team.
He dropped?
Yeah, he drops.
Oh, God, I didn't realize that he had dropped. Like when he was a kid, or?
I mean, I've been playing ball with Rooster for a long, long time. I was his coach.
You were his coach?
Yeah, I'm only like 2 years older than him, but I was his coach for a while.
We
switched. Like, I was on his team, coach, on his team, coach, on his team, coach, and it depended on what time.
That must have been a really weird dynamic to navigate.
Yeah, it was.
That sounds like a little stressful. Mm-hmm. What were you like as a coach?
For him, I was older. You know what I mean?
Being 2 years older is...
Hey, in 2 years I'll be the coach. No stress on my end.
Are you still a coach?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, Clydesdale, I've been worried about hanging out with you in the past because I'm not athletic, and I know that makes you not connect with me.
Nah, it's cool. We can connect. We can try and connect. You know, it's just
well,
what I do.
One time we were
it's my
playing
hobby, you know?
a ball game socially.
Yeah.
And you got pretty mad at me.
Yeah, I get heated. I get heated in the middle of the game, you know?
But some people don't get it. Mm-hmm. Some people don't, like, when a ball is thrown at me and I'm little,
yeah.
You're 2 years older than Rooster. That makes you 4 years older than me.
Yeah.
Senior freshman.
Right.
When I'm little...
Oh, we used to wail on the freshmen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to throw crazy balls at the freshmen.
And everyone is saying, go, no, to the... I'm like 7, you're 11, 7-Eleven.
Right.
It's not only a gas station, it's a tricky age gap. Mm-hmm. Because what you can understand what you're capable of is so different. You're saying, no, Tina, throw it, do that.
Yeah.
It's really scary.
Yeah, and I'm basically sponsored by 7-Eleven.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you swing that?
I eat a 7-Eleven hot dog like every day.
Ew.
Yeah, it's just a good thing to eat before a game.
Hot dog every day is bad for you. Hot dog every day is bad for you.
Well, 7-Eleven hot dogs, it's like nothing. It's like air.
What?
Yeah, it's like air.
That's not true.
That's pretty much air.
How is a 7-Eleven hot dog air?
They fry it on that little thing that rolls it. They fry the hot dog on that thing that rolls it. And
air.
that aerates it enough.
No.
Yeah. No,
they
people don't know
put
that,
any air in it.
No, they don't put air in it.
It roasts the hot dog.
Yeah, it roasts it. It gets all the sort of like meaty juices out because it's dry by the time you eat it.
What do you
like
think
air.
a marshmallow is?
Oh, marshmallow is a dessert. I'm talking about hot dog for like pre-game snack.
I get it. It's not the worst thing you could eat, but it's far from the best thing you could eat nutrition-wise. Hot dog every day.
I get that, but yeah, no. I mean, I'm known to be rough on the freshmen. You know what I mean?
God, that's awful. Okay, so
But it gets you there. It gets you there. It gets you to varsity.
Which is like the end goal.
But yeah, pretty much.
Okay, all right. Yeah. That's cool. When did you start coaching? What age were you when you began to coach?
10.
God.
Yeah, so it went like T-ball, coach pitch, and then I threw a couple of pitches once in coach pitch, and I was hooked.
What is coach pitch?
Coach pitch is like you start with the T-ball. Will knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So basically,
is this real life coach pitch?
Yeah, for real.
No, it's not.
Basically, you do T-ball for a year, and then once you're done with the T, the coaches pitch to the kids and then the kids hit based off of the coach's pitch, and then you move into
This is real.
peer pitch. Peer pitch.
Peer pitch.
So basically what that is just the other kids are playing the game fully now. It goes from like plastic rubber thing, adult human your own age, and then human your own age up through MLB, really.
Wow, that's a lot of work to be the coach pitching.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because you're like, okay, I gotta like pitch for all these kids though.
Right. And everyone's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to my kid's game, but I kind of want it to be over at a certain point. And if you're the coach and you're pitching and you're not throwing strikes every time, you're not throwing stuff for the kids to hit. It's like, Jesus Christ.
That's
Get
kind of
new
a
guy.
hard line to walk because you don't want to like be throwing amazing. You don't want the kids to never swing.
Right. Exactly.
But you also don't want to make it too easy for like that's kind of weird. What do you think people do about that?
I mean, I can tell you what I did was just when I was a kid and they put me in coach pitch, I thought I'm technically a coach now. I got to rise up to the occasion, and I just thought, think like a coach, think like a coach, think like a coach, and you just want to throw something right down the middle. You want to have a little lob on it so the kid can see it, and then they can whack at it, and you're not trying to strike anybody out. You're trying to make the game happen.
Okay, all right. So I get that.
Yeah.
And when you say think like a coach, what does that mean to you? What do you think it is to think like a coach?
I like clap in my head. I like
You clap in your head?
Yeah. You go like the way the coach would be like, okay.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. Now I get it. Like kind
that's
of a
how you
little
start
bit of
to
a
think,
coach
is like,
clap.
You're clapping in your head, and you're also saying stuff like, come on, Blue.
Come
stuff
on,
like
Blue.
That. Like when I was like 11 years old, I was like, come on, Blue. Doing stuff like that.
So your voice was pretty high for a while then.
Mm-hmm. I didn't hit puberty till 17 years old.
Oh, wow. That's kind of late.
Yeah, so I was a coach.
Any guesses about why? 7-Eleven hot dog every day?
Maybe. Could have been that. Could have been my
that.
diet. Could have been my diet.
Could have been that.
Yeah. But the hot dogs are good for your testosterone levels. It's good for your...
Maybe.
I don't know if you knew that, but...
I don't know that.
I don't know if I know that.
Right, but it's a good guess.
It's true. Yeah, it's a good guess. And, so I would do that. And then, obviously everyone's like, hey, keep going with your art. Keep going with your art. I'm like, nah, man, I really like playing ball. I like being the coach.
Of course.
And, all my art teachers are going, you have something here. It's like not something maybe you can show in school, but you have something here. I'm like, I don't really know, whatever. And I got into, erotic illustration later on. That came about, that was always something I was good at. But, playing ball was like my real passion.
Yeah, and I've always thought that's so interesting that you straddle...
No, it's
that
fine.
line.
I'm very familiar with the word, and
right.
familiar with the idea of it,
Because the first time I saw it, I was kind of like, does it? Because I always couldn't connect with you because of how you like baseball so much.
Yeah.
And that was hard for me to connect with you. But then when I saw all your erotic illustrations, I was like, there's more that meets the eye. You're experiencing the world differently than I thought.
Yeah, and when you look at one of my illustrations, there's a lot that meets your eye. There's just
there's
it's
plenty.
right there. It's right there.
There's plenty. So what would you say? What medium do you like to use most when you're doing the erotic illustrations?
Manga, because there's a huge market for that.
Yeah, I've heard that.
There's a huge market for erotic illustration in manga specifically.
Okay.
That sells, so I do that obviously. But I would say, what a lot of people don't know is that you can watercolor erotica.
Actually, I did know you can watercolor erotica.
Yeah.
That's actually...
So that's like smaller galleries.
There's a crazy story about that.
Really? Oh, I gotta hear it.
There's a crazy story. I don't know if I can...
It's fine if you can't, but...
if I can tell it.
Well, I'll tell you my crazy story first.
Someone I know said that a scandal in their high school was that people were giving each other erotic watercolors.
Wow, dude. I gotta be careful because I coach kids and I coach high schools, and it's what I do
but
on
I'm
the
sure
side,
it wasn't anything from anyone older.
No, of course, but that's what I have to be careful with because I gotta tell the kids. Like kids are like, "What did you do for your day job?" I'm like, "Fucking State Farm or whatever." Like, I gotta make it up.
You can't tell them. You can't tell them.
So that's a little bit of a they're like, "Oh, how's State Farm?" You're like, Jake from State Farm. I'm like, Jake from State Farm.
Let that be the joke. Let that be the meme they're all doing, that they're all photoshopping
exactly.
you on Jake from State Farm. And you're like, funny guys. Because you're like, if you knew the real meme
exactly.
of me being a porn drawer.
Yeah.
But it's not really porn, right? No, it's not. It's not.
No, it is. It is.
And that's okay. I don't know why I'm like scared.
I mean, there's a huge market for this stuff all over the world, and and in the United
I mean, that's
States.
like the famous phrase, right? Sex sells.
Sex sells, yeah. And so look, I'm just making money and
How much money are you making?
a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Last year, nearly $1 million.
Nearly
Just
a mil?
just under $1 million on manga alone.
Okay, so why are you
On
like
erotic manga alone.
not just doing that? Why
Because
do
my
you?
passion.
Because your passion is
ball
baseball.
is my passion, bro. Yeah, of course, man. I love to see the way that like a team can come together and grow and win a championship.
Okay.
And maybe it's a small championship. It's like, hey, spring league, let's go, and it's like 6
Let's
teams.
go spring league.
But yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
What is your most popular work
Yeah.
of manga erotic illustration?
So mine was a graphic novel that I illustrated that another guy wrote. That's called Pineapple Dream, and essentially
Sounds.
it's a lot of it's very tropical, and it's
Good start.
based out in the it's a tropical setting. It's like sort of sci-fi-ish. But
How so?
a lot of tentacles. You guys know what I mean?
Okay.
A lot of tentacle
That
shit.
sells.
Yeah,
I've
it
really
sells,
heard
man.
that the tentacles
Yeah,
sell.
and some of this shit's not my idea. I'm just good at drawing it. So it's like,
Yeah,
this
okay.
guy calls me up. He's like, look, I got this idea. It's tropical tentacles. You know the deal. I go, yeah, sure. I've been there. I know what you mean.
And just
I start
plugging it
drawing.
in.
I start sending him specs. He pays me for the specs process just in case he doesn't go with me. It's like a process getting the job. He's got other tentacle porn he's looking at to try to see if it's the right tentacle
so you
porn
kind
for
of have
his.
to audition?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
You audition with an author, sending him porn, and then when,
Sounds a lot like my business.
yeah, pretty much. And when he's like, that's the right tentacle porn for my novel. Then,
That must be
then
a
you get on
crazy
it.
moment.
And so yeah, it's a pretty good gig. That was my biggest one. That was a big paycheck. He's got a whole fruit series. Apple Dreams. Strawberry Dreams. Pineapple Dreams. And I just did Pineapple Dreams. But it's like Fast and Furious for manga.
Oh, wow.
Erotic
Okay.
manga.
That's so it's a whole series. I think that's cool. I think there's a lot in fruit,
Yeah, totally.
You know,
yeah.
like cherry is something that's always like
Yeah, it's like, why is it
it's
sexual for some reason? But
like I remember it was sort of a thing that it was like when I was in high school, it's like, no, you can't get a dress with cherries on it
Ooh.
because of the implication. And I was like,
Really?
Of the hymen?
Yeah,
I didn't really get what what made it inappropriate.
That
But
is a
it's
weird
true.
one.
Cherry's a little inappropriate.
And you know
Well,
what?
it used to be popular cherry was it meant having sex for the first time and bleeding from
Right.
your hymen.
Right.
Oh god, I don't know if I don't know.
That's what it used to mean. But now it means what?
But now I feel like people use cherry to mean breasts.
Really?
Cherry emoji.
Oh, who
when
is
they're referring
using
to
that?
That's interesting. I've never
Instead
heard
of
that.
writing the word breasts, they'll put the cherry emoji.
I've
Huh.
never ever seen that.
Yeah, it's the same way that people use the peach emoji to be butt.
So peach is another thing.
Right,
Why
that's what I'm saying.
is
It's-
fruit
yeah.
kind of and pineapple? People are like, oh, pineapple
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
swingers, and there's
Right.
also the thing about pineapple. What happens if you eat it? Whatever.
Yeah. And pineapple is a big. It was always the go-to safe word if somebody's like, "What's their safe word?" Pineapple.
Pineapple.
Like joke safe word.
Yeah, and
not
I
funny.
know people who use kiwi as a safe word.
Really?
You
That's
say it's not funny, but you're laughing a little bit.
What?
But you're
No.
laughing a little bit, so
No, I
maybe you
just
kind of
think
like
it's funny.
it.
Kiwi is a safe word.
Well, I'm not gonna say who because then their safe word is outed.
I do. Honestly, I do.
You use kiwi
Yeah,
as a
honestly,
safe word?
we can talk about that. I use kiwi as a safe word. Yeah.
Wait, true?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so you're one of many I know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's a good one.
Forgive us for being too forward. I'm
No.
talking a lot.
No, go ahead.
No,
What's
that's okay.
your sex life like as an erotic illustrator?
Nah, man,
And
I'm
how
pretty-
does it inform
It doesn't
your
bleed
work?
into your life.
I've been out there. You know what I mean? I've been out on
Oh,
the ledge.
where?
Yeah.
The ledge?
Yeah, the crazy stuff. I've done it.
What?
But I've done the
What
crazy
does that
stuff.
mean? We don't know.
No,
we don't know what you mean by the ledge.
I don't just mean having sex on a ledge. Obviously, we've all done that. But I'm saying metaphorically, I've done the crazy stuff. I've done the, you'd think like, oh, I'll never do that. And then you're at a manga, you're at like an erotic illustrator convention.
Oh, I bet you clean up at
and
the
people
conventions.
are horny and it's crazy, and people say, no, it's just my work. Sure.
Okay.
So then you go to a hotel room, you do something nutty, you go, I'll never do that again in my life. But I'm pretty basic. I'm pretty, nothing
Everything
too crazy.
you described to me sounds pretty crazy.
Well, I'm saying I've been there. I've been on the ledge before in my life. but-
Ledge is not a term that I know.
Hey, that's just how I see it in my head.
And
but...
you said you also said that everyone's had sex out on a ledge. That's not true.
Really?
A lot of people haven't.
Huh.
Did the gazebo? Not the gazebos. What are those called? Balconies. The balconies that were off of our college dorms were removed.
For that reason,
mostly because of that reason.
Oh, balconies. Oh, you say gazebos all the time, but
Gazebos.
My thing is just now that I've been out on the ledge and come back, I'm just basic, I'm just looking for, looking for someone to settle down with.
But you are single now.
Yeah, I'm single, but I'm looking for someone to settle down with.
Who wouldn't want to settle down with you? You got the whole thing. You got, I have a family life. I'm very grounded in this way, and I'm pulling in a mill.
Right.
I'm pulling in a mill.
Right.
Who I'm sure there's someone who's interested.
Yeah, and it's interesting when I go out on dates with women. I go, hey, this is my They're like, oh, you're a coach. You coach baseball. I go, yeah, I'm actually a volunteer. They go, oh, you volunteer? That's so cool. And I go, yeah, it's
cool.
Good to help kids and grow and teach them. There's a lot of lessons you can learn from playing ball, any kind of ball. Of
course.
So I'm like, yeah, this is how you. And they go, so what? Oh, so that's volunteer. So what do you do for work? I go, erotic illustration. And that's where they kind of lose them because they're like, oh, that's kind of hot. And I go, yeah, it's like tentacle shit, like tentacle.
That scares them.
And then they're like, oh. I go, but that's what the author wants me to draw, the stuff. I'll take you to a gallery that my other work is in that's a little bit more nuanced and subtle. And they're like, no, I'm pretty much done now that I know you draw tentacles and shit. Yeah,
man, that's too bad.
But that's just women, at the bar down the street. It's like,
maybe you
at
need
an Applebee's. I go, hey, let's go for half price taps. By the way, I draw tentacle porn. And then it's like, all right.
Do you think they feel compared
to what I draw?
Yeah. Do they think they're like,
maybe it's an uncomfortability in that way.
I can't keep up with this.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm not an octopus.
But that's not my thing either. That's not. I'm not I don't have a tentacle fetish. So it's like, look, it's what I draw. I'm not gonna bring that into the home. But they're like, well, don't you have a drawing table in the home? I go, yeah, I do.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna bring it
into our sex life. And they go, well, have you done that? I go, I've been out on the ledge.
Oh, I've been out on the ledge. But if I have a recommendation for you, don't tell them about the ledge. But I go, that was the old me.
There's a lot of shit that goes down at erotic illustration conventions that sort of past all that. She goes, you still go to those? I go, yeah, I still go to those.
You still go to those.
I still go to those for work.
So I feel like if you're a woman on a date, you're just kind of like...
red flag, yeah.
I know you, Clydesdale. I know you'd be a really good guy. Well, you had that one girlfriend for a while.
Yeah, she was great.
What
she was down for everything. She just she read Pineapple Dreams, and she was like, there was a character in that I thought was similar, looked similar to me, and I was like, no, that was just the author, he came up with this character that I thought, and when he said it to me, I was like, kind of looks like my girlfriend, but I'm pulling the mill here. But I'm just gonna draw it. I'm just gonna draw it. He really described my girlfriend to a T, and I was like, I don't know if I should say something. All right, whatever, I'll draw it. And I drew some crazy stuff, and she saw the book, and she was like, hey, is Pineapple Dreams like me in that? And I was like, no, it's just who this guy described. And then she was like, well, was he describing me? And I was like, maybe.
He'd met your girlfriend?
Maybe, yeah, it's possible.
Well, I understand her feeling a bit uncomfortable by that.
Yeah, so she ended things, and
which
I get. And look, she's great, and no ill will. It's all
of course.
It's like, okay, totally, I understand where you're coming from, but I was hurt.
I'm so sorry.
That's cool. I was a little hurt.
How long ago was that now?
Maybe 2 years, maybe.
Okay, yeah. So it's still fresh.
Yeah.
2 years is like nothing.
Especially in erotic illustration, it's like takes 5 years to get a book illustrated.
So it's like you haven't even done your next big book. I haven't even done
my next big book yet.
You can't move on until you do your next big book.
Exactly.
Because it's it must be hard that every time, no pun intended.
No.
That every time someone is asking you about your career accomplishments, you kind of also have a nagging thing where it's like, I'm talking about the source of my breakup. Yeah. So that must be hard.
Yeah,
so when your next big book comes out, it'll be better.
Hopefully it'll turn the tide for me. But yeah.
Do you think there's any chance of reconciliation?
Yeah, she was really weirded out, and she was upset.
Yeah, I get it.
Hopefully down the line, I could be like, look, as I said earlier, it was the author's vision. I just complete the author's vision, but I completely understand if you feel weird about that. And I vowed never to work with that author again, even though I pulled in
Close to a mil.
close to a mil.
How do you vow?
How do I vow personally?
Yeah.
Well, I
like,
basically
do you swear on something? Do you scream to the sky?
Yeah, so what I do is basically there's a field by my house, a baseball
Awesome.
field, and one night after the breakup, they still had the lights on after a game, and they were like, "Hey, you're gonna come out to the the pizza place, Pizza
Yeah.
Hut. We're all gonna get pizza."
Rosario's.
I go, "You guys go. I'll hang back," and it's a quiet night, and I went out to home plate. Kind of just took a gander around the field, knelt down at home plate, hit the home plate 3 times, and said, "Never again." And I got up, walked out, went to Pizza Hut, and just knew in my head, I'll never work with that guy again. Author of Pineapple Dreams. I'm not gonna say his name because that was part of the vow, but.
Part of the vows you won't say his name.
Yeah.
You really painted such a scene there. There is something, even someone like myself who doesn't really have sports as part of my
Something
life.
about a field.
Something about
A baseball field.
Something about a field.
Yep.
Especially when it's dark
Yep.
and those are the only lights. It's kind of like, okay, like I'm kind of, look at my arms. I'm kind of getting chills
You did get chills from my
Thinking-
story, which is
thinking
true.
about it from that story, which is true.
Yeah.
And yeah, there is just something about that. There is something about
Have
that.
you ever seen Field of Dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Build it and they will
Pretty
come.
good. Have you ever seen The Sandlot?
Yes.
Pretty good.
I don't have a quote ready for that one,
No.
but I have seen it.
Have you ever seen Bad News Bears?
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. No, I
I haven't seen
no.
Bad News Bears either, to be honest with you. Have you
Oh,
seen Bad
perfect.
News Bears? Yeah, me neither. What the heck?
What's the one where League of Their Own? I've seen that
League
one.
of Their Own. Good.
I've seen that one.
Baseball movies, they get me, man. They get me.
Yeah, they are. They are good. We went to a baseball game recently, and
who'd you see?
Yankees versus Angels,
Oh,
and
man,
it was
classic
such a
setup.
slow game. It was
Yeah.
like really crazy.
They can be slow, the games. They can be
Yeah.
slow. And to be honest, when I'm in the dugout and the game is slow and I'm the coach and I'm like, my team is either losing bad or winning good and there's not much to coach, I am tempted to just go, I could get a lot of erotic illustration done.
No, but you
But I
shouldn't.
don't bring it out.
But you should.
I don't bring it out in the dugout.
But you really, really
No, I
should.
just stay focused on the game. I go, could get a lot of work done, but
Yeah.
just stay focused.
Okay.
And-
Like put
What's your
stuff in
mind?
your notes app for later.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do put stuff in my notes app. I go, maybe something that looks like this, and,
Like what?
just like, oh, maybe something that's like, the curve of something, and you don't know what curve. and then a guy going, ooh.
Your notes app says it's a curve, but you don't know what curve,
Curve
and
of
it's a guy
something,
saying,
you
ooh.
And the guy in the background going,
Ooh.
that's just the start of something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just a good idea.
Yeah.
Set up.
And it's a guy going, ooh.
It's just the start of a scene, and then obviously you kind of
Page 1, it's a curve, and you
go
don't know
through
what
that,
curve.
but
And it's a guy going, ooh.
Yeah. I'm into a lot of startups. I mean, one of the things that my buddy, who's also a coach, the assistant coach,
Oh,
he
of course.
he had an idea which I was like, that's kind of a good idea,
Yes.
for guys like me.
Yes.
That we get ready to. I got a lot that goes into a day. To be honest.
Of course.
Because I get up in the morning, I have my stuff, I
Mm-hmm.
sit down, I illustrate, and then I go and coach. And then at
course.
night, if there's more illustrating to do, if I'm still inspired, I come back to that. So there's a lot that goes into a day. But sometimes I just wish, especially since the breakup,
Still fresh.
still fresh after 2 years, 2.5. Sometimes I wish, wish when I woke up in the morning, I wish there was someone else there.
Oh, okay.
Wish there's someone else there that could,
And this is
share
a
this moment with me.
And this is a startup that covers
So this is
that
a startup
idea
that covers that idea.
of relationships.
Yeah, pretty much.
Want to have all your friends over for dinner, but you're not really a night owl? Always been jealous of people who can get home from work and start cleaning the fuck out of their apartment and are happy to do it? Boy, have I got an idea for you. Breakfast party. World famous party planner Paco Gordaz has come up with a brilliant concept for all the early birds with worms. Guests arrive promptly, as they do at all dinner parties. But instead of a 7 p.m. start, flip that P around and cut off a little of the bottom. Because this shindig kicks off at 7 a.m. Your friends roll in haggard and are served some of your delicious breakfast specialties. A Nutri-Grain bar, 2 eggs and toast, my favorite, cold cereal, a banana. Who needs stirring conversation over wine when your guests could be nodding at each other over a coffee machine? No one will be thinking stressful dinner party thoughts like, the host's friend makes me feel giddy, a feeling I haven't had in a long time. I think I'm going to ask to see her again, or maybe even kiss her tonight. I could see us building a life together. Yuck. Put that thought in a bubble and let it float away. And instead, get up super early, shave, shower, shit if you have to, pack your backpack, get in your car, and drive to your friend's house so you can have standing room breakfast and think happy thoughts like, I'm the only one who showed up. Weekend or weekday, everyone loves to get up earlier than expected. So why not capitalize on that? And the best part is usually no one can/wants to stay that long. So after an hour, everyone is gone and you can go back to bed if you want. Throwing a memorable party has never been so easy. With the breakfast party. I love it.
Just an idea.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I've never thought of a P that way. Flip it around.
Flip it around. Cut off a little bit of the bottom.
A little bit of the tail.
You basically
Not
have a
all of it.
lowercase a.
And then you got a lowercase a. That's a really good thought.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's even like that's
that
its
guy.
own ad.
That's its own ad. If you want to, flip that P around.
Don't throw out your P stickers.
I mean, that's guy. That's like, and a lot of the times when I'm drawing, I'm like, maybe I should flip that P around. But that's that guy Paco Gardaz, or however you say his name.
Yeah, the famous Paco Gardaz.
He's the uncle of my assistant coach, and so
It's really cool.
Turned me on to that idea. I was like, I'm throwing these every day, so I'll get up in the
So you're
morning.
trying to
I'll
get people in there. And that's good. Put yourself out there. You're getting back on the ledge.
put myself out there, getting back out on the ledge. Not crazy
I think
stuff.
I accidentally said lenge, and I'm sorry
Lenge?
if I did.
Stonehenge?
What I meant was ledge.
You ever been to Stonehenge?
No.
Me neither, but I'm dying to go.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I am so happy that you came here today.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got much closer, but I feel like I know a lot more about what's going on with you.
Well, maybe we'll get closer if I show you guys some of my drawings. You guys want to go? I brought them. They're in my little portfolio.
We would like to.
All right, cool.
Honestly, we would like to
All right,
see
let's
them.
go look.
Okay,
Let's
great.
go
All right,
look.
thank you guys.
Thank you.
Clydesdale
Hey,
Evergreen,
thanks.
everybody.
I'm named after a horse.
Family Friends is a podcast created by Rooster Monahan and Tina Vlamis. Produced by Rooster Monahan, Tina Vlamis, and Lexi Leach. Associate produced by Will Stavich. Edited by Tina Vlamis. Thanks for listening. See you at the next one.